Hello everyone, how are we doing? Good to see you all. Here we are. It's another Wednesday and I am still loading the game in because I've been running late because I was watching the Scotland game. Let me just turn on the other stream as well, make sure that's running as intended, and then we are good to go. How's everybody doing? Hope you're all having a good week. It's been, we finally got a bit of summer weather here, much to Hamish's disgust. It would appear. There we go. We are up and running. All is looking good. All is looking good. I think. Get rid of that. Oh, that'll do. They're looking good. They're looking good. So, back on Deutschland, and we are we're having a good one tonight, aren't we? We appear to have some news on FS25, which is awesome, isn't it? Stotog, nice to see you, buddy. You made it. Nice one. David Dawson, nice to see you too. Shane, Lars, Realistic, nice to see you. Yeah, Jazz Charles, nice to see you. Alan Shearer, Hamish, obviously in here. How are you doing, mate? Evening, Glenn. I saw Mrs. Professor was in there before as well, and Farmer Ed's in here somewhere as well. Look at that. 32 months, mate. What have you been doing? Also, you get more for crimes in the UK. Right. We are going to work out what we're doing here. So we're going to stack some bales. We've got a couple more fields that we need to cultivate and then plant. So we can get on with those. In fact, we don't need to cultivate them because we've got a a direct drill seeder now, haven't we? Glad we have some news on FS25. We do, and I think it's pretty clear what it is. I don't know what it's been interesting actually. Hardly anybody has gone, no, I think it's wrong. I totally don't think it's that. So I think, you know, it's pretty obvious, wasn't it? When they released it, just a little bit of sleuthing, and it was quite clear what it was. So from that perspective, all good. Right, I'm going to run this back to the yard, I think, to start with, and then we'll get on with this field. So now we know it's coming, we can really get stuck into the conspiracy theories and dream about what we're going to get. So I'd love to hear tonight. Let's go high, wide, and hands up. Not critical. We're not having a moan here. It's the stuff we'd like to see in it. And you know, try and be semi-realistic about what's going to happen and what's not going to happen. Oh, because it's no news. Kermit is trolling. What colour is Kermit the Frog? I think about it. Have you spent the whole afternoon doing that, Args? Have you spent this? Now I've driven into a tree because I'm not paying attention. But yeah, I like it. Good gag. But it could be. We never know. It wouldn't be the first time that we've got it wrong, so we shall wait and see. But I'm pretty confident this one is clear. And it's been funny, actually. I've had a few comments this afternoon after putting those two vids up. I did a short version and I did a standard version. People going, who says it's official? It's not official. Well, I'm pretty sure it was Giants who put the colours up, so can't get more official than that, can you? My headphones are very quiet. That's better. I don't like playing without sound. Evening, Ham and Eggs. Nice to see you, buddy. Evening, Strody as well. Good to see you. There we go. More John Deere's. Breakdowns would be kind of cool. And a toggle for those who don't want to. I do like that idea of having stuff that you can switch on and off. I know we've got like rocks and weeds and things like that. But it would be nice to be able to have some kind of advanced features that you can just completely ignore if you want to, or you can kind of expand the gameplay with. I do like the idea. Evening, Lars. I am doing very well, thank you. It's a very positive farm sim day, I've got to say. Bugatti. You got FM maybe 2 weeks ago, and thus found your channel. Been years since I played one of these games. Love the content, the contract series is cool. Thank you very much, mate. That is very kind of you to say. That is very kind of you to say. Zwart hopes for dynamic terrain. Wonder if the color code is linked to organic farming. It's possible. Yeah, definitely. It did take me all morning. We're only about 20 minutes, so catch it. Okay, well, yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Poor Args, everything happens when he's asleep, so he wakes up and stuff has happened. Either that or he has to get up at some crazy hour of the night. Right, let's put this in the shed, or just put it away somewhere. And then we'll go back and stack our bales for a bit. We'll run a bit of Thrustmaster farm stick action. That always seems to be rather popular. Okay, there's a drill there, so that's not the cleverest thing I've done, but we should be able to pop it in the next bay pretty easily. There we go. That'll do me. Right, back to our... Well, I've got vehicles all over the map. I'm going to find somewhere a little bit flatter to put this trailer now. Noah, did Loma Montana get released yet? What does it say on the mapmaker's webpage? Or Facebook page? Or Discord? Because that will tell you if it's been released yet. Right, there we go. Everything working as intended. Well, we're just going to have to wait and see. I mean, somebody else put in the comments this afternoon, well, I hope it's an improvement on FS22. Like, when have you played a game that hasn't really been an improvement on what was there before? Alright, it might not go in the direction you want it to, but invariably it is going to be an improvement. So, hopefully, we shall see. Some new shaders, and dynamic terrain seems to be a big one, right? Very good driving, but poor planning. I'm bold going straight into some stacking, aren't I? FS19 season. I would love to see a little bit of a development of seasons. Yes, that would be nice. For sure. Less stupid traffic. That's what people at Crash always say, right? I'm kidding. Oh. Pay attention. And some bale stacking bales. Oh, thanks, Zwart. Go and look at the modder who's making Llama. He'll have a Facebook page where he'll put all the information about what's happening with the map there. Mohammed, unfortunately, this is a single player game, so no, you can't help tonight, I'm afraid, but we will be doing a live stream very soon, so stay tuned. Let's just try and tuck this right up into the corner, and then I'll get the screams of strap it down. Which is usually where it all goes horribly wrong, because I get confident and then I decide, well, we'll strap it down at a later date. Oof, that was close, wasn't it? Beautiful. Love it. But we will strap it down. We've been here before. Exactly why. I kind of think that as well sometimes. Where's the fun if it's all strapped down and wasn't moved? 1 second. I'll just get rid of a pop-up that's appeared next door. Right, there we go. AI farm workers on fields to make the world feel less empty. I do like the idea of that as well. That is something that's definitely good fun. Some twisters and hailstorms. Weather that affects crops would be nice, wouldn't it? I would love something like that, for sure. Make it mandatory that YouTube creators have to do potato field on every map. Oh yeah, if it was mandatory, I would happily do it. I don't hate potatoes. I've never said I dislike potatoes. I just choose not to do them. That's an admission that I don't like them, then there we go. That looks pretty good, actually. The overheads of the field. So Ed, along the road from us, we've got all the farm fields on the edge of the city, and the amount of like empty patches where the crop has just not grown is unbelievable. It's scary. I think that's the same the country over. Just the water's washed the seed out of the field before it's had a chance to take root. That's how soaking wet it's been over the last few months. Well, I say few months, the last 6 months plus. It's just rained for forever. Oh, I'm going to have to go in slightly better angles. I'm very close to the train track here, which I'm conscious of as well. Could end up getting clattered by the train. See, look at that. He was close, wasn't he? It's quite a consistently regular train, that. It does come around quite quickly, so need to be mindful when he's coming back round. That'll do. Strap them down as well. There we go. The height of players to be more realistic. Yes, 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 yes. Apparently, players in game, I have the mod that reduces the height of players to 1.8 meters. But yeah, apparently they're like about 6'7" in game if you just kind of play normally, which is why they never fit in any doorways. Too much rain or drought, there is no middle ground. We've officially broken the world. That is the bottom line. That's straight in there. That was not bad. Quite impressed with that. We ain't messing around tonight. There's a lot of bales on this. I wonder if there's definitely more than one load, but there's not two loads again. And we got the ones off the other field last time, so we'll jump straight into these and reseed these, I think. Zbort, what are you doing? Strap them down. First rule of Bales, as I prove all the time. Strap them down. Because I never would leave them not strapped down. Or would I? Right. Somebody has to keep me going knowing what the Scotland score is. I was watching it. I watched the first half. They are quite appalling. I hate to say it. But really, really not a good football team. So my expectations are low. But equally, I would like to see them get through. So I'm kind of hoping for a decent result, but reality means it's going to be hard. Take care, Args. Have a good day, my friend. I'm sure I'll catch up with you later. YOLO. 1-1 still. A draw, I mean, to be honest, a draw's not bad. Makes you wonder how farmers from years gone by dealt with unpredictable weather and excess rain. I watched my dad do it for 40 years. Just the lottery of, you know, you see it to an extent with Clarkson. Scientist VR, thank you very much, mate. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining the stream. Yeah, you see it a little bit with Clarkson. Just the you can't believe when it comes in and it just the yield's not there. You do everything right, but you're at the whim of the weather, and if it doesn't play ball, you're really screwed. And there's nothing you can do about it at all. They always say farmers have got two jobs, don't they? It's being a farmer and being a weatherman. Why is that so wonky? It's interesting, isn't it? Because it's on the strap. It was. What kind of? I've never seen that before. Usually it's pretty reliable. He sits flat, doesn't it? There we go. Sam Jennings, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Cypher Sauce. Funny thing, I'm a blueberry farmer. Cool. I did chuckle. I wonder when they do Clarkson farms, actually, how, you know, when they do Clarkson, like tipping the grain onto the floor and then running the auger pipe over the side of the trailer and things like that, you know, tied in that. I mean, obviously they're doing that for effect for the series, but I wonder how annoyed like Caleb, who's a proper farmer, gets with like, that's just wasting. You're just wasting good crop there in a year when we don't have loads of crops to waste. It must be kind of like frustrating. I mean, I'm sure they're picking it up, but you're still going to lose a little bit, aren't you? Right, there we go. Get a bit closer there. A little bit. That'll do. And Clarkson's farm is on Amazon Prime in the UK. I'm guessing it's Amazon in the US as well. Yeah, he's probably not enough to get. But you know what I mean. As a farmer, it would infuriate you, right? DeSarah Barnes, nice to see you. I am from Scotland. DIY Model Farmer, nice to see you back. And Brandon's back as well. Nice to see you guys coming back. Great to see you back. I appreciate that. Yeah, those cows he's got produce the most amount of meat of anything I've ever seen in my life. That's kind of funny as well, isn't it? Yeah, let's be honest. It's an entertainment program first, but it is doing wonders. It is doing wonders for like farming in the UK. So I'm not going to complain. It's kind of really raised the profile, which is awesome. Tierney just stretched it off. Oh dear. Whereabouts, Shelby, in Canada are you? You farming area? Sure, yeah, it will be. Alan from the Pacific Northwest. Excellent. Nice to see you, Alan. DIY Model Farm, does joystick work on consoles? No, it is just a PC peripheral, unfortunately. kind of loading these pretty quick, actually, aren't we? Quite pleased with how this is going so far. Well, I've been there before, though, haven't I? I've said that. How many times have I said that before? I am very excited that we are only a couple of weeks away from FarmCon as well. It's been a busy few months with work, and I am looking forward. I haven't had much time off, so I'm looking for a break as well. Not that it will be a break, it will be a busy few days, but always good fun. And Args is going to fly back with me as well, spend the week in Scotland, so that'll be good. And then DJ and Farmer Cop are joining us as well later in the week, so it's going to be a mad one. So Farmer Ed, if you fancy a wee trip to Edinburgh. And Mark, there he is. Can't believe you put up. I can, Mark, because I knew I knew how it was going to go. It would be a painful watch and a high chance of a loss. That's the way it goes. Bookie, you're from Canada, working on a farm, about 500 acres. Not huge for Canada, but that's a decent sized farm in the UK. Right, here we go. I think we can get another two. We can just sneak. If they were a little bit close together, it'd be more comfortable, but I think you can get another full stack on the back there, which is good. Just give them a little... Because everything's strapped down, you can be a little bit more forceful when you're putting this first back. Obviously we can't do it when we've got one stack on, there'll be another one, but there we go. Beautiful. Right. We'll be able to work out soon how much we've got next. Thank you. Actually, I didn't check to see how my my setup was. My camera was. I'm gonna have to set it every week, so I unplug this cam here during the week because it sits on a tripod. It just kind of gets in the way otherwise. Right, what have we got left? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 it looks like, which basically means we're going to get another 9 on here. So we might carry the last 3 in that. We could get the entire field on one trailer. That'd be awesome. Calm, nice to see you back. How are you? Let's just get things lined up. Get these on and then straight into the seeding, which would be good fun. I downloaded a mod this week. You remember I was complaining last week about the leveler. Every time you drove it into the bunker, it lifted the leveler somewhat, so it was quite annoying. Well, there's actually a mod in the mod hub that stops it from doing that, and I thought I had downloaded it. I forgot to switch it on. But we need to level that bunker at some point as well. But we'll see. We've got other more important jobs to do at the moment. We'll get those done first. Why does that fence sound like it has a hydrostatic? This is actually, I think, proper Fent audio that LSFM have put on this, so... Need more drums? How are you? Fashionably late, of course. Nothing wrong with that, mate. So, if I check over here, what have we got? 3 more. Ah, no. I kind of thought we'd have enough, but no. We're just going to have to go with... maybe get another... Maybe we could drop 3 randomly on top, maybe, and see what happened. Maybe. We're looking forward to the Highland Show this weekend as well. And the weather looks like it's going to play ball, which is great for the first time this year. Looks like we've got a nice day, so that would be good. Ethan Black, this is Deutschland by Edomod. Let's grab these 2 over here. Mammoth987 wants a shout out, so there you go, Mammoth. welcome to the stream. Well, to be fair, Booker, the sounds that Giants put in are recorded from real vehicles, but they don't do it for every vehicle. Oh, you going on Sunday, realistic? Yeah, can only make Saturday. I'm double booked, but it will be good. It's going to be a good weekend, I think. Wow, we've got 259 people watching on the vertical stream. Good to have you here, folks. Appreciate that. And Mark will be having fun in Germany mere 2 weeks after that, so not too bad a trade-off, to be fair. Trying to convince Farmer Ed that he needs to jump on a train and come up when DJ and Farmer Cop and Args are in town the following week. Some nice golf courses up here as well. You could bring your clubs. There you go. That is a pretty decent. I am pretty chuffed with that. And I'm going to move this out of the way. Remember, you get them attached to the unstrap and restrap, so I held down that. I'm pretty happy with that, to be honest. Pretty happy with that. Yeah, missing Hamish and Tech Hermit is good, but who are you and what have you? Well, you're not Hamish. Have you? What? Sips, what's the mod to make your game so real? I don't know what you mean, to be honest, Sips. This is pretty much. I have nothing to make it look real. I pretty much don't run any shaders or anything like that. I just tend to run the base game. I'd knock the colour down slightly. Right, how many have I got left here? Have we got 3 left in these 3? Right. I'm not coming back. Mammoth, this is Farming Simulator 22, yes. Here we go, we are going to... Oh, it doesn't go high enough. I was going to drop these 3 on top. But it doesn't go high enough. No, it doesn't go high enough. Oh well, we are going to have to come back for those 3. That's annoying. That would be good. That would have been ace. Ah well. Quick short trip and we'll be good. WH, good evening FSG, great news you gave us about the update for... I think people have received it very positively. I always wonder with videos like that are a bit clickbaity, if I'm being honest. It's kind of not my style. I don't like the super clickbaity titles, but it certainly draws in the viewers, and I felt it was like an obvious enough. It wasn't. I'm not spamming something that is not going to happen, or no. I think it's pretty much the most legitimate piece of information we've had direct from Giants since we've been waiting for news. So from that perspective, I thought it was worth a little video. Managed to turn it around quicker than DJ as well, so it's a win-win. If only this was a normal spike, I could have stacked and unloaded 6. This is one of the things with this loader. See that? See, it knocks things. It's almost like there's an invisible something that, unless you lift it higher up. I've not actually tried. Yeah, see that? It's almost like the autoload or something catches on some invisible. There's something invisible going on. Love the way DJ got Yoss to do his... I know, right? Yoss emailed me after my video went out, and he went, wait, how did you do your logo? And I was like, well, I had the logo already, so I just recolored it. And he's like, damn it took me hours. Good, I'm glad. I think we were all just desperate for we were all desperate for news about FS25, really, weren't we? The real Uncle Billy, they did a little bit of a very light teaser today. Something coming, but they used the blue of I did the ends. I'm going to go back for them. I couldn't lift the bale grab high enough to put 3 on the top. Yeah, Mr. Marcel might hide tonight. He might hide tonight. Johan, I am doing well, my friend. Fire skill, can I see where your pedals are? They are under my desk, just down here where my feet are. The two, if you put the two close to each other, they work kind of well together. Deutschland, I live there, excellent. Nice bit of countryside, Jay. I do enjoy going to Germany for FarmCon because it does mean you get to drive through some of the lovely scenery. Heidi Kin, I have many mods, yes. Thank you, Pilgrim. I appreciate that, my friend. Really nice of you to say. That is the aim of this. We're all here to chill out and enjoy ourselves, right? So we like to create an atmosphere where everybody can just hang out and enjoy chatting about the thing that... Well, let's be honest, right? We're all here for one reason. This game has brought us all together, so we should celebrate that, shouldn't we? This is bouncing all over the place. It's mad, isn't it? Mad, you say? Alright, let's see how we get on with this loader again. We're getting better in this shed, I think. So let's give it a go. D-Man, this is Farming Simulator 22. Take care, Mammoth. Thanks for dropping in. The scenery is gorgeous. Cherry trees, you think, Cher? That is a pretty big source of farming in the UK. I think you're right. So yeah, it'd be nice. I think it would be nice to see some more unlatch all of those. I think it would be nice to see some more kind of like orchard and crops of that sort in the next version of the game. That'd be brilliant. Make the beacon turn on. I love that thing. Right, let's do that. It's over there. I was like, where's my loader? What's the mod that makes the dirt fly up behind the tires? That is part of the real dirt mods from GTX. Not real mud. It is dirt particles, I think. Oh, look. I think there's a setting that's changed on my camera on the vertical stream. It's zooming in and out there. Can I get your setup? Ty, if you want to, you can get it. Everything is available to buy from your local retailers. Or you can order direct. If it's the Thrustmaster stuff, you can order it direct online from thrustmaster.com, and you can throw in the code THEFARMSIMGUY when you check out, and you support the channel at no extra cost. Let's get in here and get up here. We've got loads of, even though visually it's not showing any difference now, we have got quite a lot of space still in here, haven't we? Right, 6 at a time now. Even a vacation in Sunny Creek can't keep me away from your live stream. Hey, Boston, how you doing? Lucky you, that sounds ace. Lovely sunshine. Hope you've got a beer in hand at this time of night. GTX makes some very cool mods. He certainly does. He certainly does indeed. Right. 6 bales. Nice and steady. Check my stick cam. Is it fixed itself again? It's this webcam is gets too clever for its own good. It's got face tracking on it, so I think it's moving sometimes to my hand. So it's moving. I'm not sure what it's doing, but keep an eye on it. Still Scotland. Okay, a draw is okay. I mean, a win should be. Even at half time, they were like, "We'll take a draw and see what we can do in the last game." But actually, the reality is, even I think if they need to beat Hungary like 5-0 or something to be able to go through. So we shall see. What does everybody think of Deutsch? Well, we were at the Deutsch Far Arena for FarmCon last year, and I have to say I was blown away by their factory. It is like state of the art, technologically advanced. It was amazing. Amazing. This is FSG checking. I don't need anything. It's 5 o'clock, so of course plenty of them. Good stuff, boss and belt. Cheers. Glad to hear it. Well, I've got my kilt dug out for the next. I've got 2 night out in a row coming up, tomorrow and Friday. So I'll be raising a beer to you as well then. Deutsch Far is good tractors I drive in real life. Well, I drove one at the Deutsch Far factory, and and it was great. So, yeah, very nice tractors. They have Fendt engines in them. Did you know that? Sorry, AGCO engines in them. It could be anything. Now you should be able to lift 6 bales with a telehandler. Telehandlers are able to handle, just because of where the centre of gravity is on them, they should be able to handle pretty heavy loads. Do you know what helps a lot, Michael Van Winkle? Is the joystick. That fine control over your adjustments to the bales is fantastic. It really makes a big difference. There we go. Actually, impressing myself how well this is going so far. I've tempted it now, haven't I? Tempted fate now. Alice with a principle's the same, I think, Michael. Like you say, you probably need a little bit more weight over the back of a tractor with a front loader, but it's almost like it almost acts like a cantilever with these, because the hinge of the arm is at the back of the telehandler, and the extendable arm helps as well. So it's good from that perspective. Cooper Wrath, buy a case. Case of what? Beer. New Holland is the best. New Holland is case. Same thing. Having been at Lama this year, you look at a T7 and you look at a case. Can't remember which case. Exactly the same tractor, sprayed in a different colour and different badges put on it. That's pretty standard though these days, isn't it? That happens a lot. Happens with cars as well. Volkswagen, Audi, Skoda, you name it, they're all the same. BMW. BMW uses the same chassis for about I don't know, 20 or 30 different cars, don't they? I am sorry, this is going far too well. This cannot go on. I feel like I'm letting you all down. Oh, this is going to be dodgy. Those metal spikes aren't doing much there. Actually, physics. Johan, how much does FarmSim cost in US dollars? Probably about 40, 45 if you buy it direct, but a lot of places these, just at the moment, you could probably find it at a discount or on a sale, so I would just hang on. A few weeks ago, you could have picked it up for free. Unfortunately, that deal's finished now, but there we go. Thank you, Shelby. Very kind of you. Oh, did Switzerland nearly score? Please, when you go to Germany, please don't say BMW, say BMW. They get pretty mad. At least I haven't parked in the road. This is true, Cher. This is true. We've not found the water a single time yet on this map. Right. Timeboy Gaming, thank you very much indeed. So relaxing. Yeah, it's quite good, isn't it? It's definitely the kind of game that you have a busy day at work, you come home and you can chill out with FarmSim. It doesn't give you the rage like other games, definitely. Evening, Chris Watkinson. Nice to see you again, mate. How are you? Right, there we go. Let's pop these in. We're not even close to filling this barn, actually. Apparently there's another one as well. I need to go and find that at some point. Right, now the big question. Are we going to have to take these off in individual stacks of 3? Or AI is taking over the real FSG? Cody Gibson, nice to see you. Opinion on Peterbilt? Love a Peterbilt. Hopefully we'll see it in the next version of the game. Which would be FS25, as announced today. Come on, are you going to... No, miles off. That's a shame. That was optimistic, I understand that. Hudson back, this is Deutschland by Edomod. Oh, shares on holiday too. Right, last couple of stacks. Now the challenge is I've got to get these on without toppling them. Or all of that effort is going to be in vain. Easy baseball, that is optimistic. No, we've just had confirmation that it is coming soon. And my money is they ain't going to wait to FarmCon to announce it. I think we're going to see something in between now and FarmCon as well. I think they'll want to announce it and then we'll maybe see our first demo at FarmCon. That would be my money. Just a boy who loves snowmobiles. Thank you for the sub, my friend. I appreciate that. An extra kudos for loving snowmobiles. Who doesn't love a snowmobile? It's like a jet ski, isn't it? Really hard not to love jet skis. Michael Van Winkle, no, they've not announced the game today, but they let us, gave us go and check out the little little video I did. They did a little cryptic, short today. Very cryptic and very short, as giants tend to like to do. But we've done a little bit of sleuthing, and we think we know what it is. Well, that was I'm sorry, the best loading and unloading I have ever done in game. Ever. So you have just experienced a first for FS22 for me. I'm going to have a neat whiskey for that. A neat whiskey, neat vodka. Who am I? People are like, this is not FS. This is. Remember the guy? Remember the guy that cheated in sim racing in a competition, and he got a professional driver to sit there, and then he just turned the wheel at the right points, but then he got caught out. I've actually got Argty sitting next to me. No, I haven't. He's on the other side of the world, so he is. He is. Jackson, this is called a telehandler. The reason being it has a telescopic arm, which is very helpful for loading sheds and things like that. The Bale Meister. I'm going to change. That's going to be. I'm going to change my channel name. Boston. I think I'm going to have to. I'm riding that. I am. I think I'm just in a good mood because of FS25. Right. I know we've got 3 bales down in the field still, but I can't. No, I'm going to go and get them. No. We're going to do it properly. Let's not carry it away. Yeah, I'm sure there'll be a bale loading competition at FarmCon. And it'll be a return to normality for me very quickly. Oh, we've got this one to plant too. Wow, we've got loads to do. I was like, when I started, I was like, what am I going to do tonight? I was trying to think beyond the bales, but there's tons to do. We should be fine. Bale Simulator 25, maybe that's it. With pride comes the fall. Somebody also said today, and this could still be a thing, that it's just a class DLC because of the colour. So, you never know. That's very possible too, isn't it? Very possible indeed. I would drive in cab, but you can barely see anything. Well, it's not bad actually with this. With bales on, it's impossible. So we'll go and grab these 3 bales. We'll just literally nip across the field here. So we seeded that one last week. We are going to have to weed these as well in the future. There's the seeder still there. We need to fill that up as well. So we'll run back to the yard and top that up at some point as well. Class DLC. Hey, Jan, how you doing, mate? Nice to see you. Yeah, up here. Oh, Ham and Egg's doing a great sales job there. So, yeah, members, if you have been lucky enough to get a gifted membership, or you've joined, you can make sure you sync your Discord and your YouTube channel together, and you can get access to the servers, which are only available to members for obvious reasons, to avoid people griefing them or doing things they shouldn't, like drawing things in crops that they shouldn't. Scooters were to bring the Class 400 series back. I like that little tractor in FS90. Well, you know what to do, Scooter. I do believe you're a modder. Make it happen, my friend. Keegan Allnut, this is Farming Simulator 22. The farm stick is 99 US dollars, 79 euro, no, 79 British pounds, or 89 euros. Available direct from. Yeah, it's annoying that, isn't it? It's like it's got hiccups. What's it hitting? No logic to it either. If you only had a boss that knows sales. What is the class color code? That's a good question. Somebody search class hex, H-E-X color. And see if it matches. Did I do a mod release video on this tractor, sim guy? I covered it off in the one with the combines and the forage harvesters, I think. B4C618, so there we go, yeah. It is not. There we go, we've debunked that myth as well. We are on fire today. We are on fire. Oh, that would be a road sign. Fake news. Fake news. Keegan Alnut, have I heard of Daggerwin? Daggerwin? No. Anybody else have heard of Daggerwin here? No? No, it's not a name we know here. This farming simulator guy. We just play farming, so we don't know who Daggerwin is. No. Nobody knows who Daggerwin is. Dagger who? He's the guy that plays Candy Crush. Where did I pick up my server? Walter, I have picked it up over the last 4 years or so since I started doing content for YouTube, so it's been a little bit of a journey putting it all together, and I'm rather pleased with it. Now, all I need now is a realistic tractor seat to sit on when I'm playing, and I will be very, very happy. Is it Fent Green? FS25 announcement at FarmCon at Fent. Okay, hex colour for Fent. I think it's too light for Fent as well. You made me smile like you shit. I do my best. Oh, Keegan, Daggerwin is a big farming sim. Well, there you go. Well, none of us knew that. I'm being sarcastic, Keegan. We all know, everybody knows who Daggerwin is. He's like the king of farm sim. Oh, no, I want the bottom one too. Isaiah Carter is calling me a noob. You can't call me a noob tonight, Isaiah. I'm sorry. You need to rewind and watch my bale stacking. I am God tier tonight. There we go. Beautiful stuff. Yeah, I know, Skeeter, I was thinking exactly the same. I'm like, shut up, FSG. Wait until the bales are in the shed before you start making wild statements like that. 1-1, that is not a bad result for Scotland. At least they're still in the tournament, right? That's the Mark Haythornthwaite. I resemble that comment. Oh. Now it's gone wrong. Lego FSG fell. Putting back on here now. Lego Argsy never moves. Lego FSG falls off all the time. The light green looks crone. Tractor Boy Ed throwing that curveball in there. It's definitely because of the whiskey. Why can't I find the map? Cause you're not looking in the right place, Void. There is the link. Just underneath you there. It is not in the mod hub. Lego FSG represents the bales. Right, now I'm trying to I'm trying to remember where I put the I need to refill the seed. I put it in the shed here, I did. So I will go and I will grab the tractor and fill it up. I'm going to move this out of the way as well because it's a little bit in the way here. I might just roll it into the shed here actually. Just for ease. Wait. Good evening, Midwest. How you doing? Fed up searching for hex codes. Somebody else do it. I know, what a nerdy thing to do. Bovine, just watching your FS25 tease vid now. I tell you, I was on it when that came out. I was quite pleased with that. As soon as I saw it, I was like, that's the blue from the logo. And then as soon as I did the ink dropper thing in Photoshop, there it was. Well, it was Illustrator actually, but... hold up. We'll go and fill it up. There's 23% in it, but this next field is quite big, I think. In fact, we'll do the one up by the farm. Of course, if Scotland get out of the group... Stotog, have you seen the state of the Scotland fans? None of them are driving anywhere anytime soon. Their levers won't hold until a second row. That is true. That is true. Oh, look at that. Spring-loaded. Should put dual wheels on this as well, shouldn't I? So we don't crush the soil. Moya Roo, have I done any racing yet? I haven't. It's been a busy couple of weeks. I did actually... I downloaded I always do this. F124. And I had an idea of racing the same track that the F1 circus is at every time they come to town. And I started with Canada. And I recorded it, and it's still sitting there waiting to be edited. So I will get back to it. For sure. Keegan, I don't really have a favourite tractor brand. I kind of like all shiny tractors, new or old. And that's not me just copping out. I actually genuinely do really like all the tractors. There we go. Select the... There we go, thank you. Fill it up. Are we going to stay with oats? I think we have to stay with oats, or... What was the other option? Oats or barley, was it? What can we do at this time of year? Canola or oats. There we go. Or we can go grass or oilseed radish. No, we could do... I was going to say we could do oilseed radish, but then we'll miss our window for... Oh, maybe we won't. It only needs one growth stage, doesn't it? No, we'll keep going with the oats. They've been pretty good to us. Load the seeds with a handle. I would, but they're not proper big bags. They're it's a fill point. Giants are being cryptic, aren't they? Giants love doing that. They love a little teaser. Remember the one for Zalonka? Actually, Catherine Davis said that. I said I love all tractors. Massey Ferguson is one of the brands that I don't really like, but I have no good reason for why that is. I like the new 8 and the 9s that have just come out. They're quite nice. But other than that, it's yeah, I'm not really a huge Massey fan. Caden H clearly hasn't seen my vid. That's exactly what I say in my video. But yes, good deductions, my friend. That is what we all thought, I think. Oh, no, I've lowered the front down. We don't want to do that. I've also turned my lights on. Don't need to do that either. There we go. down. We are not rolling because we're not turned on. There we go. What's my opinion on Kubota? It's a golf tractor. The golf course tractor. Canola's better. That is true, Stotog, and I think I might throw canola. There's a couple of the two field. Well, this is quite a big field, but the big field down at the bottom, I'm going to put a bit of canola in. I think just for a bit of variety. But I agree. Yeah, and just mix it up a bit. It's an affordable municipal tractor. Right, I'm just going to concentrate while I do the edges so I don't miss any bits, and then we can throw up the VCA and have some fun on the up and down rows. We might skip a row as well for a bit of fun as well. It's always good doing that. Do you like your old Ian? They are. I grew up with those on my farm, so yeah, I love them. They're probably my favourites. If you forced me, the old 76 series, 82 series, and the TWs, the old TWs from the 90s, with the third generation cabs on. Oh, tremendous. Oh, I see, I'm reading the chat, not paying attention. English councils suck, Dennis. Speaking from experience, and my mum and dad, who took 10 years to get planning permission for their house. Soul Hunter, do I like Kubota at all? Yes, if I had a golf course, I would love Kubota. This seeder, so this is the cultivator with the seeder on top of it. I did have the seeder first, and that doesn't direct drill. So yeah, you've got to make sure you get the right one. Clarkson would agree. Oh, it's a long old story. My mum and dad, when my dad retired, when they left the farm, they retained a bit of land and a very, very small cottage on it. And they wanted to knock the cottage down and build a traditional, so using oak frames from North Wales, which was literally just round the corner, and put traditional kind of Cheshire gable ends on, which are black wood with a white infill. Really nice, beautiful, and it was like design. It was stunning. And the local council went, nope, you're not doing it. And they fought and they fought, and they were like, we're from the area, we lived here all our lives, we just want to build a nice house to retire in and all that. No, like totally dug their heels in. And then the following, I don't know, probably 2 years down the line, some super rich, like, finance dude from London retired to their area and threw up the most ugly, brand new red brick house. This horrible, like, soulless red brick house. So they kind of objected to that and said, like, we'll put our plans in again, and you know, this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to do something in keeping with the native, like the area and all of that. Rejected again, and just went on and on and on and on for years until finally they kind of relented and let them do it. But it was brutal. Brutal. Don't know, the farm's gone. Sim guy. Farm went 15 years ago now. William asks you, how much is my setup? We think about £5,000. But gathered up over the course of about 4 years. I do love this horse stuff. Thank you, Will Ray. Yeah, I do run the kind of... I don't mess with the graphics too much. I just whack everything at the maximum I can. I've knocked the brightness. The biggest difference you'll see in FarmSim is knocking down the brightness. I think I'm running at about 90% at the moment. So in the base game graphic setting, just turn the brightness down slightly. It makes such a difference to the colours of the game. I think they're too shouty otherwise. This is a fen, yes, Goy, or Gioi. Couple of bits of the field here which we'll need to go back over just because of the angles. Now I'm just trying to work out the best way to run. I could go either way across here, couldn't I? I could go up or down or crossways. We'll fill in this we'll fill in this end here. William, no, this is FS25 still. Your graphics are tribal because you use a PS4. So that's the other thing, is FS25 won't be out on PS4 and Xbox One. Which is a big decision, but I also think the right decision now. Because they're getting pretty old and pretty tired now, so Giants wouldn't be able to do as much with the game if they kept supporting them. So while it's frustrating for those of you who've got PlayStation 4s, unfortunately, probably the time is right to do it now. Hi Jax, am I going to FarmCon? I certainly am. Certainly am. Loki, how you doing, mate? Nice to see you. Loki's just dropped another update to Lumberjack, actually. If you want to go and do a bit of testing on it, you can now cut bushes and things down with it as well, which I think is a great idea. Always good updates from Loki and his mods. And the value of Mrs. FSG's not listening. Have you ever heard of the Follow Me mod? You can wipe out your whole field in one go. Yes, I know the Follow Me mod. Fill in this little bit here that's here we go. Mr. 2B with the 10 gifted subs. Thank you, mate. I appreciate that. Much appreciated. Mr. 2B's been playing a lot on our multiplayer servers recently, so he's looking for some new pals to go and play with. So if you've just picked up a membership there, you can link your YouTube and Discord together, and it will pick up the old multiplayer channels on the Discord server, and you can jump in and play. Once FS25 comes out, I'll be ditching the PS4 and going to a PC. It's a decision you will never regret, Jason Rowe. Genuinely, and I'm not just saying this, FarmSim on PC is a completely different game to being on console. Will Ray, I am using a wheel at the moment, yes. Good kid to play Farming Safe. It's a Logitech G side. No, that's not anymore. There are better options out there now. You were scrolling through, you thought I was John Cena? Okay, that's new. Mr. Pug Pitbull. I've been called many things, but never John Cena. I'll take it. Is it easy on keyboard? Yeah, FarmSim is not bad on keyboard at all. Jan R with a 20 gifted memberships. Sir, behave. Behave, will you? There are Kegarinos in here. Hello, Keg. Right. Let us start running across the field now. So let's set some VCA up. I'm going to do skip rows as well, because it makes things look a little bit more interesting. And then we'll try and nail this as we go along here. Right. Give us some nice lines. Okay, that's rubbish. Let's take to there. Going to overlap us, so that'll do. Let's just go in here. Let's go 2. It's good. Okay. Go. Emily, seems like every time I get off work and get home, flipping through YouTube shorts, I find the FarmSim guy. Hello! I reinstalled FS25 yesterday. Nice to see you, Emily. How are you? Have I done a video on Proceed for FS25? I have not bothered, because it didn't change radically from... Oh, tell a lie. We did a live stream on it, didn't we? But I've not done a full tutorial for it. Do like a bit of Proceed. Right, take care, Hamish. I'll chat to you tomorrow, mate. And I will see you on Saturday. I wondered if FSG would use VCA or GPS. I like VCA in single player. I like GPS as well, to be honest. GPS works definitely better on multiplayer because you can save courses and stuff. Definitely, but Mammoth, can I do a live stream on Fortnite? I mean, I could. I wouldn't be very good, and nobody would watch it, but... Anyway, Fortnite was cool about 3 years ago. Does anybody still play it? William Askey, is the combo joystick and wheel worth it? I think so. It's one of the biggest upgrades you can do to the game, to be honest, in terms of like fun controllability and things like that. Anybody who I know who's bought a wheel never looks back. When you're done here, will you stack our hay bales on Aussie? Maybe ham and eggs. Amy Buse, I think it's Valtra Green or Deutsch Green. It's too limey to be Deutsch Green. Deutsch Green's a very, very green. Let's watch my seed, actually. Jared Eads, what is the one thing you're hoping FS25 will bring that is new that might be hinted at? Well, they've not really hinted at anything yet because they've just released the colour, but I would love to see a bit of an overhaul of animals, I think. It feels too easy at the moment. So I think I would like to see, yeah, something to do with, you know, make it more, not challenging, but you kind of have to put a bit more effort in. You know, with cows you can just load up the shed. If you brim full of shed, you know, cows, you can leave cows for 2 or 3 weeks without doing anything. So so yeah, we'll see, but yeah, animals I think are long overdue a little bit of a birthday, so we'll see. Wonder if there'll be new brands in the effort. I'm sure they'll have a couple up their sleeve. New need more drums. They tend to like to announce a couple of new brands, don't they, with every new game? So let's see. Hey Thomas, you've been around at Args and Coy's flu. Oh dear. That would stop the one-day month, though. That's true. That is true, Mark. Maybe it's a switch, like you can turn stones on and off. You could do realistic animals or animals light or something like that. That would be quite good fun, wouldn't it? Dime, this is Deutschland by Edomod. If you do !map, it will give you a link to the website to download it from. Weather disasters like drought or flood. Like a chance it would... I like the idea of that. Something to do with the weather that, you know, maybe reduces the yield of your crops if it's a bad spring and rains a lot. You know, like a random thing. In FS19 you had to clean up the food. Just things like that, Shay. Yeah, just subtleties that make it more of a challenge, yeah. Scoots, this Cedar mod is from the Horse DLC. Probably show you because I'm using it along with the joystick. I've got my sim dashboard running there as well. So that's where I'm doing my my turns, rather than using the keybinds, which I find a little bit immersion destroying or spoiling. And it means we've got a nice straight line now all the way to the other side. Yeah, and we've had that conversation. I have indeed. I have. It's a Fiat 500, that's all they had left. Better pallet handling would be a thing. I don't have an issue with pallets on PC, but I've heard this a lot. I'm not sure if it's a console thing. Pallets on PC, if they're done right, work well, I think, in 22 compared to 19. Crikey. Random breakdowns and repairs. Got more luggage space than EasyJet with the... You're not wrong there, mate. You are not wrong there. What other tractors on that farm? I've got a couple of Fence. I've got 4 John Deeres, I think. Straw harvest pallets. Do you know why that is, Glenn? Because they have used the FS19 pallet instead of a 22 one. So they are horrendous. But that is a really good example of how they've changed. If you play with the straw harvest pallets and then you go and download or go and spawn one of the new pallets, the difference is like night and day. Mr. Sinstra, the work is going well actually. I'm properly enjoying myself tonight. I feel very relaxed. This is quite a chilled out stream tonight. We knew we had a couple of tasks to do and we're just working our way through them and chatting about FarmSim 25 and anything else that is going. Don't the car companies ask you how many bags you have? Yeah, I just said I had 3. Don't know how many you've got. Square silage bales or round silage bales? I like round bales, and I can't tell you why. I've got no rationale for why I think round bales are better than square, but for whatever reason I just end up making round bales all the time. Is there a way to get PC mods on it? So, I think there's about 6,700 mods on the mod hub, of which 95% of them are available on Xbox. So there's only a few of the script mods that aren't available, and that's because Sony don't want third-party scripts on PlayStation because they think it's a security risk. So, as Giants and most game devs don't treat PlayStation and Xbox differently, they just class them as a console. You can't have a difference between PlayStation and Xbox, so therefore Xbox doesn't get scripted mods either. Jan, take care, my friend. Thank you for dropping in, and also thank you very much for the 20 gifted memberships. That is very, very kind of you. Anas, when is FS25 coming out? We don't know yet. We just got, I think, probably the first information at all about anything to do with FS25 today, so I'd like to think we'll find out maybe in the next few weeks with FarmCon coming up. We shall see. We shall see. Bree, nice to see you again. How are you doing? Anyone know where the Store Anywhere mod from the Contractor series can be found? Glenn, it's a Argsy's mod, that. You can get that from the mod hub. And I got an update this week. Called Anywhere Bale Storage. Thorny Crab 92. Where did I get this stick? I got it from Thrustmaster.com. And if you buy it, put the FarmSim guy in the affiliate link. And you support the channel. Simple as that. If you actually, if you hit !farm stick, you get a link. I'm doing well, Bree. Thank you very much for asking. I appreciate that. Right, is that it? This is where this gets really good. So look, VCA. I'm just going to reverse up, so we're still connected. And I'm going to do this, and I'm going to jump over a lane. Look at that. Get ourselves lined up. Drop it back down. And then we're on to the ones that we just missed. Look at that, all lined up perfectly. You've got to love it. You have got to love it. Dogox, what are you currently doing? We are planting oats. A Manly Men 4, what GPS mod are you using? I am using VCA, Vehicle Control Add-on. Judge Stormy, judging by the popularity of mods like Courseplay or Autodrive, it's beyond me that Giants devs aren't willing to work with these modders to vouch for release the mods as a free paid DLC for consoles. It's not about that, mate. It's about the fact that if you ran Courseplay on a PlayStation 4, it would melt it. Very processor intensive, very processor heavy. It just wouldn't run on console. It's been tested on console and it won't run. And because they don't distinguish between PlayStation 4 and 5 and Xbox One and X, they go with the lowest common denominator, which is why they've made the decision to not go with PlayStation 4s in an Xbox One for the next version of the game. It is Android, Jared, on the tablet. Apple are too security risk averse. There you go, Leo. You got your gifted membership, mate. Anywhere object storage. That is the fella, Glenn. Chair, you were told you couldn't play Farm Sim because you were a girl. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Well, you know what? Here you are, and you're playing it, and you're having a great time. So, what do they know, eh? William Askew, what's a horsepower tractor? I think it's about 220. If I get a mod that's not from the mod hub and my friend has that too, can we play together? I'm new to FS25. Devon, yes you can, but it has to be, make sure it's the same version of the mod. So if he's got version 1.1 and you've got version 1.2, you would not be able to play together. Josh Turn, if you hit !! setup, you will get a link to it, mate. I have great fun making the sim dashboards, Thomas. I genuinely do. It's kind of what I do for a job, so I don't actually do that much designing anymore. So why is my setup link not working? Hamish was doing that before, I'm sure. Okay, don't do setup. Do something else. Can somebody check, Farmer Ed? Can you check what Hamish put in before to get the setup for Nightbot? It's confusing me now. I thought it was setup. I set it up, so I should know. We'll get you the link, guys. Hang on. You might just need to scroll up and see what Hamish put in earlier on. I think he did put it in earlier on. I'm convinced it was set up. FSG, there is a GPS mod for console. You saw it on Mod Hub. I don't think there is. Studio. There you go. Sorry. Just dishing out wrong information here. Apologies, folks. It's ! studio. It's got a link to my last studio tour, which was only a couple of months ago, so I don't think it's changed at all since I did that studio tour. Tell a lie, that's new. Got a new Stream Deck with lots of buttons on it. Waynezilla, nice to see you. How are you? Ian Churchill, I am delighted for you, mate. That is fantastic. Yeah, well, you keep in touch, mate, and I will definitely come and see you for a pint and a chat when you're up, for sure. Cooper Rocks, about £5,000. Thank you, Ed. Do you still have the desktop mounts for the FS stick? What do you mean by that, Thomas? Buckwheat Productions, good to see you, man. How are you? Leo goes fishing. Take care, my friend. Thanks for hanging out tonight. I know, Strody. Everybody is addicted. It's only in the vertical stream as well, but they are very interested in the setup. Stormy, you are too kind, mate. They were, for me, probably the single most fun thing I did with the single most fun thing I did. It was just so hard to create them, though. They were so time consuming. That was the kind of thing I was like, if I didn't work and I didn't have a job, that's where the channel would go from, and that would be the route I would like to take it down. Jared, I tend to use it quite a lot. To be honest, it's not fully set up yet, so there's a few things I'd like to kind of adjust on it. So like my raise and lowers and things like that. It's just it's dumped everything in the kind of default mode here. So for example, there, the actual vehicle, operating vehicle mode tools. If I get to the end here, I could raise it there, but I actually have a raise button on my my joystick, so I tend to find that one a little bit easier to use. So it's one of the things that's on my list of things to update. Ah, the universal clamp that bolts the desk and the FS. Yeah, so yes, I've got. You can see it behind the stick here. That is the mount that clamps it to the desk, so it's sitting out from the desk here. When my new chair arrives, I'll have the mount directly mounted to the chair, which will be good. I think the dreaded taxman needs to turn up at FS25. Nice. Bovine, we'll get one soon, mate. Again, another busy weekend with the Highland show, so I might struggle again this weekend, but we'll definitely we'll be getting one soon. Oats at the moment, Mike. Oats at the moment. What are the chances we do a massive multiplayer? There will be some multiplayer streams coming up in the not too distant future. Definitely. Probably after FarmCon is done and finished. But yeah, they're always good fun, those, so stay tuned for that. We also have a competition coming up. I had the fortune of meeting Mr. Caleb Cooper a couple of months ago, and he has signed a few things for me, and we're going to do a giveaway. Copy of FS22, a collector's edition. Probably want to keep it all sealed now, could be worth a bit in the future. But Caleb signed that. He's also signed one of these hats, and we've got loads of goodies from FarmSim as well, so should be good. Really good, Thomas, and relatively cheap actually. If you hit !studio, not setup, it is linked there. It was not expensive from Amazon. No, Jared, I bought the icon pack for it, and I've literally added it, and that's all. So that's the default setting that comes with it. Right, 2 more passes, there we go. Stormy, have you ever taken interest in extreme realism type of playstyle, like first-person view only, using location-appropriate equipment, crop rotation, calculation? So I started one at the end of FS19, Stormy, where you could only drive in cab, you could only load using a telehandler, no auto-load, nothing like that. And it was really good fun. It makes it hard, which is good. But are we going to make it to the end here with our last 4%? I kind of think we are just going to make this. 4% left. It's not gone down this whole pass, has it? So things are looking good here. If we can get the end of here with like 1% left, that would be awesome. Ooh, it's going to be close, this. 56, 55, 54, 53. We're going to do it though, I think. Is it raising and lowering with the seeder? I think it might just be the tractor rolling on the ground somewhat. 39 litres left. Yeah, I don't think it's great content for watching, Stormy, you're right. Oh, there we go. I think is it when you lower the raise and lower the implement. But there you go. There's a perfect example, right? My fold button is not working here because I've not done it right. I've got the fold attached to a work. Oh. Lova Waterlord, welcome, welcome. What merch do I have available? It should be a link under the stream. Ham and eggs, but also if you go to TheFarmSimGuy.com, you'll see I've got beanie hats and I have got these available on there. More stuff coming though. We've got some quite cool merch coming, which will be pre-order, but we're going to be doing some gilets, we're going to be doing some Helly Hansen jackets, which are very nice. Maybe some new hoodies as well, polo shirts, like similar to this one. So yeah, we've got a few things coming down the line as well. I just need to find some time to get organised with it. Take care, Lova. Thanks for dropping in and saying hello. I appreciate that. Right, let's get this filled up. We're going to do some canola now, I think. Brandon, this is an air seeder. So what's on the front here is the tank that holds the seed. And then it's blown up those two pipes and then added to the seeder at the back when we're in the field. Very conscious we have no fertilizer in these fields yet, so we need to do something with that as well. While this is filling up, let's just have a look at that. I'm not running precision on... Oh, I am! Track, I don't even know what I'm doing. What am I like? So here, let's have a look at what we've got. Our pH is okay, but we probably should have put some lime on that. We limed these actually, didn't we? Nitrogen is bad. Actually, should we, for a laugh, put so how much slurry have we got? It's not showing. It is not showing. Well, that's no use. Just leaving tractors running all over the place. Right, we should be able to see the slurry point here. Do I log at all? Sometimes, yeah. We've got Logging League coming up. The finals of Logging League coming up in 2 weeks' time. So we've got the scrapers here. We should have a fill point here. Slurry. 66,000 litres of slurry. We do a bit of slurrying. Should we do the slurrying? What have I got now? And this is, well, decide whether or not we've got that. I don't think I've got any slurry tankers installed that are worth using. No. So we'll come back to that, but we will do that at some point. Come back and do that at some point in the future. There's definitely not enough for all the fields. That's why I'm thinking I might let it build up a little bit more. We'll not worry about it now. Right, let's go and drop some canola into one of these bottom fields. Change our crop over to canola there. And not go out of this gate, because that's the wrong one. Go out of this gate. 66,000 litres might just cover one field, maybe. So we'll, yeah, we'll maybe kind of do that next harvest. We'll let it build up. Do it that way. Although that's 66,000 is not bad. Need to prepare yourself for the 35 degrees in Crete. Oh, that's going to be a tough gig, Boston. A tough gig. Sleep well, mate. Enjoy the rest of your holiday. Macaulay Holmes, reckon we will see something tomorrow on FS25. No, I doubt it. I think, as everybody's kind of speculating, which I think is probably right based on previous experience as well, 25th. They released info on 22 on the 22nd. So I wouldn't be surprised if they release info on the 25th. The week before FarmCon, and then extra stuff at FarmCon. That is my guess, and I think you'd be silly not to bet against that, would you? Bye, Keegan. Thanks for dropping in. Hey, Mr. Marcel, how are we? Didn't know if you'd drop in tonight after After the little teaser that was dropped today. Thought you'd be dodging the any awkward questions. How's things going? Got some very excited people now. All based on just speculation still. But at least it's official now. That's the nice thing. It's a little bit official. You've actually let something out, which is great. That's very possible as well, Stormy. They're like a little practical joke to the guys at Giants. Though I wouldn't put it past them. Right. Let me select the right tool. That would help. Just grab that little bit in there. There we go. Marshy Tutorials, nice to see you again, mate. How are you? Yeah, it's in their power. They can do whatever they like, can't they? That's why it could end up being quite funny. I'm doing well, mate. Thank you, Marshy. Right, this is for Stotog. Said I would put canola in here at his request, so there we go. Battle Pass. That'll be interesting. I wonder if, you know, we might get some season pass information as well. Nah, probably they'll hold on to that though, won't they? They'll release, they won't want to spoil that straight away as soon as they release the game, but I think all in, DLCs and season passes for 22 were alright. I quite liked them. There was none that I really, other than the production pack at the end, but, you know, even that with the problems ironed out is, I believe, been very popular, so there you go. Mr. Goham is in the house. Hey DJ, good to see you, buddy. DJ and I were chatting cameras the other day. Trying to work out where else we can spend money we don't need to spend on equipment we don't need. Yeah, I like a season pass. They're always good for supporting Giants, aren't they? I know you could. I know you could. Marcel's lurking as well, DJ. He's been in a lot of my streams recently. I think he's keeping tabs on me. DJ heads over to Europe in the next week or so, so he's going to be a busy man too. And he's going to spend some time in Edinburgh as well, which I'm very much looking forward to, with Mr. Farmer Cop as well, and Argsy will be here too. So it's going to be good. It's going to be good. It's going to be right in the middle of the Edinburgh Festival as well. So I'm going to take him and show him some culture. And when I say culture, I basically mean stand-up comedy. And Mr. Marcel never stops working. It's always on. I am driving some very unstraight lines here. I beat DJ with the news by an hour. I was kind of, not going to lie, kind of quite pleased with myself for that. Yoss emailed me straight afterwards and went, "Who did your logo?" I was like, "I did it myself." He's like, "It's better than mine." But you did a news and mod video. That's true. I did absolutely nothing before. And set up a live stream is pretty much all I managed today. So, yeah. You win. You always win, DJ. And I'm okay with that. No. Straighten this up a bit. Oh, that'll do. Someone messaged me FSGV. Oh, I love it. Love it. A little bit of healthy competition. You can't get it all his own way, can he? I know he likes to, but he can't. I've got to keep him on his toes. You do like it that way, of course you do. It's all good banter. It's all good banter. Bovine, take care, mate. Thank you for hanging out, as always. It is appreciated. We left a lot of crop on this field, and now it's gone withered, haven't we? Should have put bigger headlands in, but actually the way this works is not bad. So come on, turn. Why aren't you turning? There we go. There we go. All good. All is good in the world again. Right, we've done that thing, haven't we? With 10 minutes to go, we've got to do this whole field. Let's see how long it takes us to do. Look at me wasting all that. Yeah, trust me, Stormy, you add that up, it's about 15% of a bale. It is not worth picking up. Probably spend more on diesel picking it up. I will admit it, I am a fan of the horse equipment. They are good, Prime. I am a big fan of them too. They work well. They do work well. War Thunder, and my day has gone very well indeed. Actually, it's been a really good day today. Finally, a little bit of FS... Well, we think FS25. Next, let's call it next game news. Little teaser from Giants. He will keep me on my... You certainly will. Tell you what, Ian. If there's one thing DJ likes, it is a beautiful steak. So... I basically got to find all the good steakhouses in Edinburgh and make sure he gets well fed. Steak. See, we have this beautiful Argentinian steak restaurant in Edinburgh, and they basically come round with meat on swords, and they carve it just onto your plate at the table, and it's good, isn't it, DJ? What am I doing? Can't remember which buttons I'm supposed to be pressing. There we go. V triple beam. How do you keep engaged with FS? Because I love the game but get bored sometimes. By not completely playing it without playing other stuff. V triple. So sometimes I'll drop on my sim rig and go racing. Sometimes I won't play the computer at all, and that's hard, right? When you're trying to make content and stuff as well, that's hard. But you just got to kind of balance it, really. And the other thing is like the mods and the maps change things up regularly and things like that. So, but yeah, never. I'm a big advocate. If you're bored, just kind of put the brakes on for a bit and go do something else. Is it the one with the beer mats which are one colour? Yes, that's the one. Yeah, that is the very one, Mark. Oh, Strody, you are going to have to come up. The chicken hearts, yeah, that was a step too far, wasn't it? Although by that point we had the meat sweats anyway, so... War Thunder, you bought a quad. You started it when you got home and the tranny blew. Oh my goodness. Keep your legs away from Farmer Cobb. This is what's great. You can drive in the trees and you know it'll get lined up. At least you tried it, exactly. Tried it once, didn't like it. I'll keep my Legos away from Farmer Cop, right? Adrian Jans Van Rensburg, what do you have set up for Sim Dashboard? So this is a screen that I've designed myself. It's actually for the case 715, but it works with every. I actually have got a Fent one here, but it does that. It's got GPS on it rather than VCA. So I'm using this one because it's got the VCA controls at the bottom. I need to update the Fent one to have VCA controls, to be honest. Sim Dashboard basically is a little piece of software that you download for your PC, which fires data from the game to the tablet, and it basically acts like a button box. So it's actually no different to the Stream Deck, but instead of individual buttons, you're just using the touchscreen on the tablet for it to work. It's great. Yeah, Stormy. That's why you need to run them about 3 miles an hour. In real life, you would turn them at like 3 miles an hour, wouldn't you? Haggis is lovely. Need more drum, but we'll eat haggis. We regularly eat haggis as just everyday food. Haggis and black pudding are staples in Scotland. Right, we're going to finish this field before the end of the stream. How about that? Can't leave a job half undone. Haggis is gorgeous. Really, really nice. So we're making pretty good progress across this field, actually. Quite impressed. Yeah, we're going to have to get you try some haggis this time, BJ. Speaking of Scotland, what do you think of the game? A vast improvement on the other day, but the bottom line is Scotland's football team is really not very good, and it shows when you go to a major tournament. There's a reason they've not been at a major tournament for 22 years, and yeah. That golfing quality is showing up. Then off towards it, and probably not tonight, ham and eggs. I need my beauty sleep. Deep fried Snickers, deep fried Mars bars are incredible. We might have to do one of those as well. That's an official national dish of Scotland. That and haggis. There we go. I wish in FS25 it would be better to get stuck. If the fields are wet, so that certain bits of land... We've talked about that before, how weather could affect stuff in FS25. That would be awesome. If that's an advancement or a development, we shall have to wait and see. Americans find the concept of haggis gross. I'm a rare breed for having tried it, let alone enjoying it. Which is ironic when American food is so ultra processed, like worse than Europe. So you kind of don't know what you're eating half the time. So yeah, at least most haggis is very fresh. Local ingredients that are put into it. Haggis in the old days it's a mixture of oatmeal and then offcuts of offal from back in the day. It was sheep, but cows as well and stuff. But it's and then lots and lots of kind of nice like spices in there and things like that. Lots of seasoning, and it genuinely is really, really nice. It sounds awful, but actually the taste of it is a lot better than it sounds. So it's basically black pudding without the blood. What are my thoughts on canned haggis? It's not a thing. It's basically not a thing. Throw in some sort. So DJ, this is where it gets good. They tend to serve it with a whiskey sauce, so you can just put whiskey on it, or they do like a cream and whiskey sauce. To die for. It's epic. Right, we're definitely going to find you somewhere to try some haggis. War Thunder Daddy, I wish the creators of SnowRunner and FS came together. Alright, I'm going to say this. I have a real bee in my bonnet. SnowRunner physics are appalling, and they would not work for FarmSim. It's over-exaggerated. Like, you just never get anything done. You'll be stuck in fields the whole time. It's not a good thing. People just say it because I think they feel like they're missing out on something. It works for a game like SnowRunner. It just wouldn't work for FarmSim. Yes, we want deformable ground and stuff like that, but not SnowRunner deformable ground. That would be awful. The brown water makes everything it sure does. Throw whiskey at it. Yeah, you can start fires with it. You can stop being thirsty with it. You can helps you makes you a better dancer. Or you've got to try some iron brew as well. Yeah. SnowRunners, thank you, Mr. Marcel. I agree. Oh, trust me, Henrik. The boys find McDonald's and BK very quickly. Canned haggis is an insult. You're right, Ian. It sure is. Yeah, they get withdrawal symptoms. What's it? How you get homesick if you don't have a McDonald's, do you? MTK Sim Farmer, this is indeed from the Horse Pack. Yes, my friend. The embassy, that's right. I remember that. That was in Germany, wasn't it? We're going to head to the embassy. The real Jackson, is FS25 worth it? Well, not at the moment, no, because it's not out. But it will be. Alright, well, we're not dropping a lot of seed here, which is a good sign. Do this now. Getting a bit close to the river here. You know what happens when we get close to rivers? Well, not us, but other people. The real Jackson, not anymore, mate. Once upon a time, but not anymore. War Thunder, why didn't you cultivate first or disc? Because it's better for the soil if you don't do that these days. New ways of farming. You've got a direct drill. It's cultivating as we're doing it, but it means you're not turning the soil 2 or 3 times when you only need to turn it once. So it keeps some more of the nutrients in the ground. Doesn't kind of wear the soil out as quickly. Can't do it everywhere, and can't do it with every crop, but German McDonald's, yeah, they have good stuff that we don't have in the UK as well. Kids are us, thanks for the vid on the logo colour. You are welcome. No, I'm glad we've got some news. It's great. It's great. Opinions on Farming Simulator 23 mobile. I like it, and it's actually, there's a few things in FarmSim 23 mobile I'd be interested to see maybe that might carry over to 25 when it arrives, if it's called 25. All of those things, like the traffic that overtakes. So the traffic in the mobile game comes up behind a tractor, and if it comes up behind a slow tractor, it'll overtake it. I like that. I'd like to see that moving into the I'd like to see that. Mr. Marcel, are you allowed to share? Is that coming to 25 or the next game? We can't call it 25 because we still don't know if it is going to be 25. But... poor Mr. Marcel just comes here to have a quiet watch of a stream and then just gets bombarded with me going, tell us stuff, tell us stuff. I asked you to bring me some Pokemon whiskey. Blessed rivers and ditches. Water wings on his tractor. Inflatables. Yeah. Tim, how you doing, mate? Nice to see you again. How are you? Yeah, we're back. Another live stream. We're enjoying these at the moment, so fun to come back and do them. We'll try and squeeze a few videos in, although it's going to be a busy couple of weeks. A Royal Highland show this weekend, which is going to be good. A Tech Hermit is over here from the States, so it'll be nice to catch up with him. And then we'll be off to FarmCon the following week, so it's going to be a busy, busy old time. War Thunder Daddy, I wish old Kubotas were in the game. This isn't golf club maintenance simulator. Pocono whiskey. Okay, I was like, Pokemon whiskey. That sounds like a novelty whiskey if ever I've heard one. Can I get your opinion on John Deere tractors? I love them. There's a reason my logo is green and yellow. Eric Anderson, because I'm lazy, is the honest truth, my friend. I should have done another 2. Have you seen the new Flight Sim with agriculture? Yeah, how good does that look? Yeah, a new Flight Sim looks epic out of that. I love the whole mission approach in Flight Sim. I think they've done a really good... That's a really good decision by them to make it... I gotta just bring up... Maybe it brings a slightly different player base to it. Yeah. Really nice. Must not buy a Flight Sim setup from Thrustmaster. Must not buy a Flight Sim setup from Thrustmaster. Random username. Used to play FarmSim a bit. Time to give it FS maps to Flight Sim. Yeah, can we not stream real-time Google data to FarmSim maps as well? Can we do that? They only have a small budget for FarmSim, Flight Sim, don't they? There's not many people working on that game. I think they're probably knocking that out with a team of 50 devs. Stowtog, I tell you, these Fence are some of the best tractor mods in the game. Needs more drums. Take care, mate. Thanks for hanging out. Good to see you again, buddy. Tim, today I went from peacefully playing FarmSim to making by myself to playing a first-person shooter with my friends. The intensity shift was overwhelming. Yeah, I retired from first-person shooters for that very reason. Kind of end up finishing the day completely wired. Practice some drums. Nice one. Needs more drums. Take care, Marcel. Thanks, mate. Someone wants to have more. Man, that guy is a pain, isn't he? Oh dear. Let's just change the name to DJ Goham Simulator 22, because it's all about him. It's always the way, isn't it, Stormy? the game is now established. People know what it's capable of, know the limits of it and things like that. So, yeah, that's the only shame with the cycle. Don't act like that wouldn't be a fun game. It would be. DJ Go Farm. Ooh, that's quite nice. That rolls off the tongue. I like it. Kids are us. Nice set we got. Was a console player due to the kids. Bought it really for the mod support. Yeah, no, I each to their own, right? You know, it would be great to have the money, time, space to throw at it, but maybe in the future, mate. Maybe when the next game goes out, or the kids are a little bit bigger, or Black White Tees, Whitey, do you play with any mod? I'm playing with loads of mods. You're looking at 2 of them right here. I can't get this 9RX to go slower than 45. Yeah, why can't I get this 9RX to jump my farm? Alfie Hall, hello, nice to see you. Yeah, nice to see you too, Tim. Thanks for dropping in, I appreciate it. Don't forget, if you're watching and you're enjoying yourself, to just hit the old like or the sub button. That would definitely help the channel. I haven't asked once tonight. I'm really slack at that, to be honest. I should be better at doing that, but I always forget. But if you wouldn't mind, that does definitely help support the channel. Gets it to more people and new people. So I would appreciate that greatly, and of course it doesn't cost you anything. Alright, you might get a few more of my vids and streams popping up in your chat, but is that a bad thing? Ask yourself, is that a bad thing? Planted canola with planes, there we go. I think the problem with that is such a niche thing that only happens in a very small part of the world that it's not kind of commonplace in a lot of places, so I think there's less likelihood we'll see something like that, and probably more likely to see, I don't know, new crops or something like that. Thank you, Dylan McCutcheon, much appreciated. Bubblegum 999, FS25 is out. No, I don't think it is. Thank you, Tim. I appreciate that, mate. I appreciate that. Right, DJ, take care, my friend. Thanks for hanging out. Good to see you. And don't forget, for all your Farming Simulator news and mod news, check out DJ Go Home. Right, how many more? What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 passes left. I said, my stream says we're chatting about FS25. What keeps you engaged in FS25? I just love it. Should be no. It's just, it's the most relaxing, chilled thing. I love farming. I'm into farming in a big way and interested in farming in a big way. So, it kind of lets me scratch that itch without spending millions on buying my own farm. So yeah, I think it's a brilliant game for educating people on farming. We've seen it. We saw it at Llama. I did a show with John Deere in London at the start of the year as well. And the amount of young kids that are fascinated by the game and like interested in kind of how farming works and stuff, I think it's a brilliant. I think it's like a brilliant showpiece for what farming could be. Will I ever do? I have 5 multiplayer servers, Mark. I run them all the time. So if you're a member, you can get on and play with other players. I've done a few live streams with channel members before as well. Planning to do another one very soon. So yes, Absolutely. Artemis, there you go. 6-year-old plays FS22 with you. See? A great bonding tool. So relaxing, I fall asleep sometimes. Yes. Mr. Farmer Hamish has done that before now. Dylan McCutcheon, I'm not a farmer in real life anymore, no. Will they ever bring out the type of control panel that you use for Xbox, or why don't they? The reason they don't, Andy Whitehurst, is because you don't have enough input buttons. If you think what the number of buttons on a controller versus a full keyboard, you just don't have the options that you have on those, so you're always going to be limited unless they bring out a different kind of format of controller. You can use a helicopter to spray the... You can, if you want to, yeah. Elias from Brazil, good to watch you and play. Good to see you, Elias. Great to have you here. Channel membership marks a step up from a subscription, but we do get you. I mean, tonight we've seen maybe 30 or 40 new members. People are very generous with the gifted memberships, so it's a good way of picking up a membership if you're here and watching. I'm still a farmer. Your crops are now just views and subscribers. I like it. I like it, Stormy. Can't say I'm all that fond of forage contracts, though. You can't seem to get them to function correctly in horseplay. Not on this map. They don't work on this map. I can confirm that. After we tried it in one of the other streams. Right, 2 more passes and we are out of here. If you sync your Discord and YouTube together and you're a member of the channel, Mark, when you go to my Discord server, you will get access to the member-only channels that have all the details for the servers on. Paolo, hello, nice to see you. Oh, we've got a Brazilian crew in now. Elizabeth is in here. Paolo's in here. Elias is in here. Welcome, welcome everyone. Follow me is good, but it's frustrating when you finish a trailer and you have to switch it off and switch it on and all of that. That's why I like auto drive for running trailers. Right, there we go. Look at that. We've only used 68% of the seed in here. When we compare that to what we used for the oats, that is a considerably less amount. So there we go. What we'll do, we will fold the top and we will run it over to the next field. Turn off VCA now. And get ready for planting the other big field next time we are here. But that is that's some good progress tonight. I think we've done well there. I'm gonna ride the curb here. Shall I do it? Just hope nothing's coming the other way. No, I'm not going to be able to do it. We could go this way, couldn't we? Slightly unorthodox way of getting out of the field, but we've done it. Paolo, we are waiting for FS25. I think we all are now, Paolo, after today. Or Paula. Paul. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce that. Hello, Vital. How are you doing? Thanks for the comment today in the after the video, mate. That was a very, very mature and sensible view on things. Just abandon it on the road. Wouldn't be the first time. Wouldn't be the first time. This is a big field, this one, so yeah, we'll worry about this. I should have probably gone and filled it up. I don't think I'm going to get entire field planted with 68% canola, but we shall see. Oh, there's some corking comments when you release a video like that. Yeah, it's very funny. Right, there we go. Right, okay, folks, I think that's a perfect time to call it for the night. But thank you very much. Appreciate it. Always nice to chat and hang out, and done some great chat tonight, and we're looking forward to finding out a bit more about Farming Simulator 25 over the next few days and weeks, hopefully. And we will... yeah, we'll be back for another one of these very soon. But for now, have a great rest of your week. Thanks again for the support. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the chats. And we'll do it again very soon. Take care. Bye for now.